Oh, it's not cursed. Trust me, it's not cursed.
What?
The Fury.
Oh no, the Fury's not cursed.
I've dropped that on bass's heads.
Yeah, well, trust me, I haven't had a fish off it yet.
You haven't fished with it yet?
Oh, no.
No, it's his first time.
Yeah, it's the first time, yeah. Carp's alright. Carp's nice.
They're lovely, aren't they? Those power tips are really nice.
Yeah.
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 And the soft tip, you'll really see a bite on the soft tip.
Yeah, they're spot on for just putting in the margins
Yeah.
on the soft tip. Right, hey up YouTube, you can probably hear all of us. We've got Gordon and Marcus, we've all squeezed into Bay 18 down on Stallingborough.
With no lube.
With no loo. There's a big loo right behind Bay.
Lube.
Oh, lube. What do you need lube for? You're receiving.
No.
Yeah, you are.
Hey,
No.
fucking are.
No.
Sorry.
What are you on about? You're in the middle, mate.
Trust me. That's a gorgeous sky.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I've tried to put it in shot, but
That in there.
yeah.
Gorgeous.
So yeah, apologies for the break last week, but the car went completely kaput and is now a metal cube. Yeah, it's now a metal D6, six-sided dice. We've got a new car. Hopefully it'll last, because it needs to.
Well, it's quite new, isn't it? So,
Yeah, it's 5-year-old.
yeah. So it should do.
But for its age, it's quite high. Well, I suppose 80,000 in 5 years isn't that much.
Well, no.
I mean, it's...
We haven't even had our 6 months and we've got 10,000, 11,000 on it. But bearing in mind, I do a lot of driving.
Yeah.
I think I've done my suspension again.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me.
Well, you shouldn't sit on the wrong side then.
No, any little pothole I can hear on the left hand side.
Doesn't surprise me where you hit speed bumps and potholes.
No, I've slowed down. My
Yeah,
driving's
yeah.
changed.
Yeah, whatever.
After
Yeah.
I damaged the last one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my back.
You said that after I changed it, and then your mechanic changed it last time, and then you've had it changed again in what, a year and a half?
No, I've only had two.
Well, I've
The one
changed
that
it, and
we
you've had
did.
2 changes from your mechanic.
The one that we did, and the one that I did. Oh, not I did. The one that the mechanic did. I think.
Oh, okay. But still, 2 lots of suspension in 18 months.
Yeah, because you know that suspension mount we got, that we fitted, it broke.
Well, yeah, but they don't just break.
Even he said it was shit. He said it was, for some reason, he goes, yeah, he goes, it wasn't good. But then, yeah, I was hitting the speed bumps, but
Hitting them is an understatement. You were going through them.
yeah, because I don't like them.
Well, yeah, but you hit them like that, and it's more a case of you don't like your van.
I'm trying to flatten them.
You know. It's the equivalent of donkey punching your lass after shouting her sister's name and then expecting to wake up next to her in the morning.
That's just wrong. That's just wrong.
And if you get that, you're alright, we can be friends. I'll roll the intro. There's no set-up time lapse. It's going to be a stoppy-starty kind of filming session.
It's like giving her an angry
I'll see you in a
dragon.
bit.
I'll charge you next time.
Yeah, cheers.
I'll charge you for your own rig.
Yeah, charge me to give me my own rig back.
Yeah.
I'm off the mark. Do I have to calf teeth?
Yes. But it should be alright.
Oh, it's not as bad as whiting, is it?
No, God, no.
And you have to excuse the mark on it. That's not come from the retrieve. I think it might have had a parasite on it
Yeah, it's got a parasite.
that's been knocked off in the retrieve. But we've got my first, I'd say I want to get it back, Humber haddock. Difference being, you see there's a slightly different mouth
You can
shape,
tell by the fin as well.
big eyes. I'm trying to do this quickly. And versus a whiting, it's got a very
Pointy.
acute or a pointy fin, and I don't know if it's going to show up on the footage. There's a black spot behind the
Thumbprint.
fin, known as the thumbprint. I'm going to get this back, but I'm off the mark. with a new species.
Definitely gone.
The little fish gave a nice little rattle as well.
Yeah.
No, mine were definitely whiting that I got for the 4 that I caught. No.
Well, they're shoaling a haddock, I believe. Are they shoaling? Or are they single?
Yeah,
are
they're
solo?
because they're only small. They'll shoal
So where there's
a
one,
lot more than they would do
but
if
that was
they
very
were.
close in.
Yeah.
I always thought haddock was bigger than that.
Haddock is bigger than that, but these are.
No,
young.
I mean like size of cod.
They can be.
Oh, okay.
They're even bigger. But they're a deep sea fish. Normally you don't see them close in. That's why it's such a weird thing. Whoa. Gordon's in.
Yeah. Something's got hold of him.
Did you see which rod it was? It's your right hand rod. Did you...
Oh, he kicked it.
He
No,
needs
you
help.
see,
He
that's
needs
why
help.
I've got my block.
He needs help. Alright, I'll go
Oh,
do it.
I didn't.
He did shout for help. That's what you say, yeah, we don't know which rod it was. Was that a bite one, was it? Was it a bite or did you kick it?
No, I didn't kick it.
That was a big bite, then.
I think it's this one.
Fury was bent over. That's bent all that way before. That's why I bring my block. Yes, I have got salt, but I haven't got a stopper on the bottom of mine.
Lower. You don't need a stopper. It's not a stopper, it's just something that they put in packing to stop it going through the bottom of the box. And I can't get it off.
I didn't get one.
Yes, you did. I remember it being on there. And I remember you saying very recently, my stopper's come off.
This is very light.
Or maybe it wasn't.
Very
Maybe it wasn't that rod then.
Oh, shit.
It's there.
Don't be weed.
Might want to check your other one then, yeah?
Yeah, I think I will.
Still Ben. Come on.
I ain't long put them out though, that's the thing.
Are you still trying to fish with fives? Your tide pulled your reel, your tripod over.
No, 6 ounce legs this one.
Legs are fives, aren't they?
No, he's in here.
I'm using sixes.
I've got a 11.
You're over me.
Oh.
Over, under. Keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. What are you doing?
Got slapped in the face.
You just said you don't like this line on loose. You just like the load line on loose. I'm going to see me.
I know, there's loads of seaweed on there anyway. That's what slapped me in the face. I don't know if it's the light. Like you said, the light might be reflecting in my eyes. I can't see. Again?
Well, you've got the it's at the right angle, so unless your glasses are greasy.
Possibly.
I can't remember the bloody chart.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Do what I did, just flick your lead out. So that the lead pulls, well you can't if your line's tight.
There we go. That's a load of weed.
It's pulling hard to the left now, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We must be getting into the flow now. What time is it? So that was on the icon as well, that. So we're 2.25 hours away from top at tide, so yeah, it'll start pulling a bit now. Just be mindful of where you're casting. Well, how's about that? Off the mark. You'll have just heard me sort of 2 and a bit hours away from top at tide, and my first haddock. My first ever haddock. So it's another one off the species list. And up until this year, extremely rare to catch on this coastline. Extremely rare. In fact, extremely rare. Gordon will correct me if I'm wrong, because he's more history than I have. Extremely rare to catch one from the coast, let alone in the river.
Yeah.
Unless you're on a deep rock mark.
Occasionally, the odd one has been pulled in.
Yeah.
But very rarely.
That's what I'm saying. It's not that it's not unheard of, but it's uncommon. But this year, they're having them in numbers, aren't they?
Yeah, loads.
So what's Summit's affected? Summit's changing in water. We've got next to no cod, and we've got haddock. I'm only saying next to no cod. It is still, relatively speaking, early for this side of the river. Traditionally, in my experience, and the 3 years I've been doing it, the cod mostly comes in January. There are fellas out there that are saying this time last year they'd had 30-40 cod, but these are the fellas that are out regular, and you know their season total is like 100-200 cod. So
Yeah, but I was catching cod this time last year. I caught my first one last month.
well, yes, but last year was the first good cod season we've had for years.
Yeah, true.
Last year was a really good cod season, but that haddock can't have been more than 30-40 yards out.
Bloody weed.
So I know it had a wound on it, and I'm 99% sure that wasn't me, because that was a clean retrieve. Didn't bounce it up the wall. The water's now deep enough. I knew there was a fish on it. I just got it to skim the surface a little bit, and then lifted it, rod down, lift the fish up. That was on the leader icon, which is the first time actually I'm using the icon with the sliding reel seat that it's supposed to come with. There's a lot of people said that they didn't get theirs with theirs, but I did. And I gotta say, well, it's not that special. I didn't buy it second hand. I didn't buy it from. We bought it. We walked into that shop. Now then, you'll be able to tell. So I was trying to remember to Gordon, the shop that I bought this from. Cause can you remember? We just walked in, and I'd been looking for one for weeks.
Oh!
And it was that town where you were sick.
Hornsey!
That one was that Hornsey or was it
Yeah.
Withensea?
No, Hornsey. Because I had to go down the side of the pub to be sick.
Yes, you did.
That was Hornsey.
But it wasn't East Coast Tackle we went in.
No, it wasn't.
It was another tackle shop
It was another
that I
tackle
believe
shop.
has since closed down.
Huh?
Anyway, we walked.
I've been there now for a walk. There used to be another one.
Yeah, because
Well, bear in mind, I bought this icon 2 summers ago.
there's a husband and wife that was behind there, but that ran it, but it was the wife that was behind there.
No, it was a fella that I bought it off. It's a grey-haired fella.
Swear it's the wife that was
No,
there.
it was a fella.
Then it might have,
I distinctly remember it was a fella.
then it was Withensea then.
I thought it
Yeah,
was
it was because we
Withensea.
had to go through the town and the town was dead, and then we turned right to go to where it was. Yeah, and they were on the right hand side before the turning
Yeah.
we needed. So it was
And you had the blue slushy at my place that made you sick as a dog
yeah,
because you didn't realise how much alcohol it had in it.
yeah. So yeah, it was Withensea.
Oh, it's going again, look. The close-in rod's going again.
Whose?
Now, mine,
Yours?
yeah.
So yeah, it's Withensea that you got
Yeah.
it from.
The Evolution, I'm fishing with the Evolution again tonight. That is out at range. I think it's a lot further than I realise. I gave it some on the last cast. And it went out too far, yeah. Had it not been for spotting it, I'd have brought in both Gordon's rods and probably the fella in the next base.
And the guy on the opposite bank.
And maybe Shane's on the opposite bank, yeah. That's the point. I said I'd give Shane a call, didn't I?
I didn't even know he was out tonight.
Yeah, him and Gaz said in group chat that they were out tonight.
Oh, because I didn't see him asking, like, how's it going or something.
No, he doesn't anymore.
He mentioned something in the group chat. Oh, is that gone? Is that light gone?
Oh, distance rod. Go on, fella. Go on.
Is that light gone? It has, hasn't it?
Yes.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, distance rod is something's having a sniff, I think.
That's the crackhead in Grimsby swimming for his choice.
It's not taking it, but something's having a sniff. I kind of actually don't want to fish on that because we've just put a washer in to try and move the spool up, and I've not tested it yet. So that could be disastrous. If the spool's sitting too, I suppose if it's sitting too high, it should be okay to retrieve once. It'll just be a mess to try and sort out. So the only problem with braid is it's very unforgiving if you get a knot or anything in it.
Oh, I know, because you can't get it out. It tightens
No.
itself up so tight.
Yeah. Cinches down on itself really tightly.
Yeah.
In case I didn't leave the retrieve in the edit, the haddock did swim off nicely. Oh, is that the ISS? No, it's an airplane, isn't it, that? It just looks really, really high up.
What's this plane spotting?
Up there. You see the lights? That's got to be a plane.
It's Superman.
Superman doesn't have lights on his wings. So anyway, I'd leave you on, but you can't see anything, so I'll not bother, and I'll come back to you, and hopefully put more fish on the bank. The cod hunt continues, but I got a haddock. I got my first haddock. So I'm more happy with that than catching a cod tonight. I'd love to get a haddock in size, but
30 centimetres is supposed to be.
it is, but is 30 centimetres worth eating?
No.
It can't be.
No, not really.
It can't be worth eating.
No.
And I ain't taking it as a trophy. You know, unless it's worth eating, it goes back.
Yeah. I mean, you really would like something around the 40, 45.
Yeah, you're looking at minimum bass landing size,
yeah,
really, aren't you?
42, 45.
That's a crack off.
No,
That didn't go very far.
that's the weed coming off the line that was wrapped around the skull.
Oh, well, you're lucky it didn't crack
I know,
off then.
I thought it cracked because I saw it bunch up and I was like, "Ugh."
You
That
might
was
have a wind knot in the retrieve, so just be aware of that when you bring it in.
No, it was literally the weed. I saw the weed drop onto the.
Yeah, but it might have caused a wind knot as it
Oh,
went
right.
out. So just be aware of it when you bring it in, that's all. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no.
That is why you always clean all of your weed off.
It went on the spool when I was trying to bring it in, and I couldn't stop because it was right on the edge of the rock. But I didn't realise it was that far.
That's why you do what I would have done is what I just did, and just pull all the line off
Oh, right.
before I cast out.
Yeah.
And then wind, especially as you wound on a load of loose line as well. If you're gonna, if at any point you know you're gonna have loose line, you need to catch it with a finger on the rod, and use your finger in front of your rod to tighten it. If you've just cast it, it'll be settling, won't it? Oh, it does look like something's having a nosy. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
You're out again at distance.
Yeah. Although it could just be a lead struggling to hold because
Because it just jiggled about.
it's pulling a lot out of distance. A lot.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm having to watch my distance because it's struggling, especially after a boat goes back and past and stirs the sea up a little bit. And it's lifting. Anyway, what I was saying is,
Oh, chuffed to bits you had a haddock.
oh, I'm
Oh yeah.
well happy with that. I'm happier
it's-
ticking that one off
Do
the
you know,
list than getting a cod
it's
tonight.
nice to actually physically see it in the flesh.
And then
As-
and it's undisputed your drag clip.
I actually thought haddock was darker than that though.
No, well, is it whiting that's a relative of the haddock? Or is whiting a
This
relative?
one.
Are we all struggling to hold now? Do we need to finally go up a ledge?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that were a good one. Steady. It's not shook again. You've dived on it and it's not moved. You had your initial knock, and that was it.
Still knocking.
I'll retrieve it then.
I might have to change rods. This rod is too. This is out further,
Yeah,
same lead,
yeah.
and it's not moving. This one's in closer, and it's dragging it.
Nah, it came off.
You were too early.
Too early. Way too early.
That's your
Using
braid. That's your braid.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Out.
My new copy of Windows turns up tomorrow as well.
Huh?
What's that?
Well, with the new PC, I've got to buy a new license for Windows,
Yeah.
and I feel dirty actually because in 25 years of being an IT guy, it's the first copy of Windows I've ever paid for. IT guys generally don't pay for their own software,
I know.
Right.
That's why.
but Windows
Let's put it this way.
it's become so difficult to pirate stuff now.
Recording.
Yeah, I'm recording. I don't mind admitting to piracy.
No, I'm just saying.
He edits
Oh,
them.
this is his brother. He's an IT guy,
Yeah.
and we never pay for. He always gets us some content.
I cracked my own version of the Sony Vegas. Oh, that's who I'm meeting if I'm going down south. Vince Knight.
All right. I think I know him.
You do. You've commented on enough of his posts.
I like.
Yeah, he's a down south fishing guide.
Oh, right. Okay.
He goes around all around down south. He's a full-time fisherman.
Yeah.
Big beard.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Big salt and pepper beard.
I know.
Because he's wanting to go onto YouTube. So I said I'll come down. If there's any questions, drop me a message.
Yeah.
And I says, in return, I'll come down. I'll bring some eggs to Saturday for. Yeah. And he can take me out fishing.
That's it.
So he just had a 15-pound bullet. Which, from the shore, that's a fucking good fish.
Yeah. I've had to put us up to 12.
Well, it's good to go down my nose.
Yeah, sixes are struggling.
I've never had that problem with it, but then that power tip's not bedded in. So it might not be bending right yet. Going back to double fire lane.
Well, I think now it's shut down.
They are nice rods.
Not an issue.
Right. Like, share, subscribe. I'll turn you back on in a bit. Let me tell you why I've just turned camera on. I'm just walking around car. Because Marcus and I are getting plagued with something just going ding, 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 ding. And every once in a while, a good whack. But it's not consistent, it's not a bite, it's not worth pulling into. So I've just said I'll turn camera on because then they'll bugger off. And lo and behold. Oh, no.
That's the fight.
Yeah, mine's
Start packing up, it goes again. Look,
Yeah.
Packing up the inside of my van, it goes again.
Yeah, keeps tidying up his van.
Look,
Yeah.
and it stops.
And then it
Fuck
stops.
you.
I'll keep you rolling a little bit and see if we can get a bite on camera. But it's the little hooks that are doing it, mate. It's the little size ones.
Yeah. My free flapper that's just pinging around and it's like, come on.
But I'm in close on both rigs at the moment.
No, that one's a distance. That one's 20, 30 yards out.
I think I'm going to have to wait for slack water to go distance again because that evolution just fucking sends it.
Well, I whacked my one out distance. And it's holding.
So are we on? Are you holding? You on you're on 5s and 6s, are you?
Yeah.
Well, we're coming up to slack water, so we might be
I
alright.
pinged it out on 5. Obviously, I sent it that way. And it's where it is now. And that's on the 5. And that was at distance.
I might have to go around you to cast out, but then of course it's going to turn soon anyway.
Yeah.
That's the point. Gordon, I know I'm telling my grandmother how to suck eggs here, but just remember when it turns, I'll close you out. That's fine. I know you're quite good, but I don't like it. I forget to take mine, but I have to remind everybody else.
It's not me you've got to worry about, it's my missus. She's forever forgetting.
Well, I'll leave it there and there'll be one sitting on it. Like
Mine's going now, so.
Actually, I know what you're saying. You know what?
Yeah, I'm just thinking you pay beds. Yeah, that's what I said, you're paying beds. See, Golden's Wishes, if you do watch this, we do look after him. Tell you what, it's been jiggling a little bit, let's just have a look. You can always send it back out. Nah, it's now on that. Nah. I don't know, I might have. Probably something small if there is. Yeah, it's tiny.
You got your other rod.
Come over.
No, it's not that small, but it's still tight. It's still just a little whitey.
Well, I've done it, mate.
You got it.
No, if it goes back, if it'll go back, it goes back. I'm not taking them for bait if they're not.
He's still alive, isn't he?
It's still plenty live and kicking.
I think you've just got him on the list as well.
Yeah, these little one-ohs, mate, they're absolute. Oh no, no,
Swallowed?
not swallowed, but it's.
Do you want a pair of pliers?
No, I've got some.
Yeah.
It's the one thing I've remembered.
I've got these small ones here, look. Really small.
I got it.
Got it.
Got it. That is actually a little white in number 2, but I didn't film the other one. I was too busy cooking burgers.
What nice burgers they were.
Let's put this in Marcus's swim, see if we can get him off the mark. Yeah, gone. It's a gone. Let's have a look. Are those worms need replacing? I think they're alright actually. They're a bit battered, but
I'll just replace mine. Just not that many left.
that's true. Thing is, they're all frigging ginormous.
Right.
It's not often I complain about having big worms.
No complaining because you got a big one.
No, it's never a thing I get to do. Never get to complain because I've got a big one. Neither does Mrs. either. Where's Gordon's second towel that he's left?
I'm going to run out of towels, you know.
No, you're not. Ooh, that's a little one. That doesn't make me feel inadequate.
Big worm.
Little worm.
Little worm.
Little worm. Don't make me feel inadequate, this one. I found a little collection of little diggy ones, that'll do.
Well, as they've had a nibble, let me check it and see if there's anything
Yeah, you might have something danging onto it. It definitely had a nibble, put it
Tell
that
you
way.
what,
there. I had a couple.
what we'll do, Marcus, is we'll wait until one of us catch, and when you reel in, we'll jump the wall and put it on your hook.
No, we won't. You can jump all at wall if you want, Gordon.
I ain't jumping nothing.
I was actually going to make a comment at you.
In fact, Gordon can settle a debate. I'm not telling him who says what. Keep it fair. But if you, there we go. Max is off the mark. What's he got? Has he got a whiting?
Yeah,
Is it, or is it an haddock?
whiting.
Yeah, my eyes are too small on them.
Yeah.
One of us says if you fish two tides and you catch on the first tide but not on the second, you still haven't blanked for the second.
Is that right?
And one of us says you did. You've got to catch on both tides.
That's right.
Well, I have now. Well, I have caught on both sides.
Yeah, you have, yeah. Yeah, that washer really has done the trick.
No worries.
Was that just a penny washer?
Yep.
I need to get a bag of them, just to...
Couple of quid for the bag.
That's what I mean. It's not something I'll ever remember to get though, because I only buy hardware when I need it, you know what I mean? And I meant to ask you, what's that, you know,
How many do you want?
Hey?
How many do you want?
I don't know, just half a dozen to stick in a tackle box.
Mate, fucking shit loads of them.
Because guaranteed, one of these days I'll take the tool off and it's all out. Oh. Are they good?
That boat? Oh, yeah.
I think it is the, yeah, I think it is from a
What is
boat.
the distance?
Yeah. There's been a couple of big ones go down, I think.
What's that?
Boats.
Yeah.
There's one moving on the right hand side as well.
I'm going to regret doing that, aren't I? But there's two whiting and a haddock to me, and a whiting apiece to Gordon and Marcus. So everybody's caught, everybody's happy, everybody's fed. Happy days. Happy days. See you in a bit. A really nice size whiting. Get a size on this. 38.
Told ya.
No, it's healthy as well.
I did the 38.
I didn't hear you, sorry. I didn't hear you.
Right.
Oh, it was recorded. Might have some of that on film. There we go. Nice 38cm whiting. That is a really nice, good eating size, that is. But it's going back. Much to Marcus's disgust. And that bait went out all of about 5 minutes, if that. So there's some big whiting out there. That was out at distance, that was. Nice bite, cracking bite. Bite showed up really well on the evolution rod. I wish I'd got it on film, but I won't have, unfortunately. What's in frame there? It's a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, cracking bite on the evolution rod. If there's whiting like that out there, I'll leave the camera rolling for a little bit. And that's the first rod, first fish on the pennel rig tonight.
Yeah, I haven't had anything on the pennel.
Oh, look at that one. Oh, it's a snake. Have a look at weather forecast for Kilnsey tomorrow, because if this weather's going to roll in like it's forecast to, I think I'll start casting a bit. I think I'll start changing my baits a bit more frequently. If it's like this already, I mean it's not terrible this evening. But if that wind's rolling in already. So I think what Mick that was saying in group that there's another storm on its way.
Don't know, I didn't see.
This is the first part of the storm, the early part.
I heard something about next week's going to be bad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's no good.
Oh.
Yeah.
That had a bit more oomph in it. You're alright now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're definitely on slack water. Leads aren't moving now.
Yeah, no.
Definitely. They're hitting water and not moving at all. Single worm. All it's been all night. Let's pour myself a cup of tea. I have 2 minutes with you guys. Right, yeah. Well, we're halfway through session.
Halfway through.
Yeah, we're at high now. We're at slack water now.
Yeah, I won't stay much longer.
Righto. Yeah, we're at top of tide pretty much.
You know me, I can't.
Yeah, sort of 3 or 4 hours you're done, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Where are we? Yeah, we're at top of tide now. So yeah, top of tide. I think that's 4 whiting and an haddock to me. 2 whiting to you, Gordon?
Yeah, 2 whiting to me.
And 1 so far for Marcus. So we're all off the mark. We're all catching fish. Everybody's jealous of me haddock. I don't know that they are, I'm just saying that. It's been a lovely evening. It was forecast, actually, the sea was forecast to be up a bit, which is why, well, it's one of the reasons why we've come back to the wall. I actually wanted to do a beach. Had I have not had everything else I wanted to do today, I would have joined Shane and Gaz and everybody on the beach. But I couldn't get to the beaches and do everything that I needed to do today before the tide time. It's sort of my last weekend where I have availability to go and get dog food and pick up the Christmas meat and all of that kind of thing, bits and pieces, toing and froing, making sure that we're all set up for next weekend, in the hope that I can sneak a session in next weekend. We'll have to see. If I can't get a seeker session in next weekend, I'm actually hoping to fish one of the charity matches at Easington. There's one on the 26th. In fact, I think there's one 26th, 27th, and 28th. I think, or maybe 27th, 28th, 29th. No, I think there is one on 26th, which is the one I'm hoping to fish. What day is 26th? Is that Tuesday? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, so there'll be a Boxing Day match on at Easington. So I'm hoping to fish that. The problem with something like that is I'm not going to know until like the day. Until I sneak out past the family, claiming I'm just going to get something from the car and drive off into the sunset. Well, I'd rather ask forgiveness than permission. I don't know. Money is involved, but I won't win any of it. It's just, I'm just trying to plot sneaking out on Boxing Day to go to a match at Easington.
All right.
And Marcus says, just tell her money's involved. I says, well, it is, but I won't win any of it.
I was going to say.
Although if I bag a couple of them whiting, that'll get me on board. It's not been too bad with us three of us here in Bay 18 tonight, has it?
That's been all right.
Yeah.
We haven't had any issues of, crossing over each other or anything like that.
Well, there was. Well, I might have had one earlier, but we worked around it, didn't we?
Yeah,
We worked it. We solutioned it. Didn't help that. Well, it did help that I'd already drifted about 20 yards past him. And I was about 100 yards further out than he was, because he at that point he was fishing too close in. Whereas I at that particular cast, I'd decided for the first time to give it some on the evolution rod, and it really went.
It did ping out a bit.
Yeah, I'd have loved to have seen that in daylight.
Oh God, yeah.
I bet that must have gone some, that.
Yeah.
Couple of pieces of new kit that I'm trying out tonight. I've got the Daimler-Tech rod awl, or is it Daimler-Tech? I never know how to pronounce it.
Love it. Not the fact that you was fishing too far out, he was fishing too close in.
No, two as in he had two rods close in.
Don't take her.
Ooh,
Oh, that was a really good bite. That was a cod bite.
Go on.
On yours or Marcus's?
Marcus's. Marcus's green one.
Go on.
Yes!
That's a soft rod.
That might be a cod. It is a soft rod, but the first strike doubled his rod over.
Oh,
Did
right.
it?
Bring your light, please.
Gordon's on his way with some light.
There. Ah, waiting.
Good size white by the looks of it.
No. Fuck off. A bite like that for that. Well, a fish is a fish.
Well, yeah. That was a nice bite. What rod is it? Is that the Squadron?
Yeah.
Oh. It is a very soft rod then.
Basically as soft as the Fury.
No. The Squadron's a hell of a lot softer.
Oh, isn't it?
Yeah. And a lot older.
Oh, yeah, it is, yeah.
Good rods, but very soft.
Yeah.
Well,
Very,
I could ping sevens on it, don't
Very,
you?
very bendy.
Floppy rod.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels like you're slinging leads,
Yeah.
but in actual fact the tip hasn't recovered by the time you let go. Which is something I knew naff all about until I got a nice rod, a very nice rod. I didn't know naff all about recovery in the tip and shit like that.
About 28.
There's a measure on top of my box.
Keep getting it there. Tip to tip.
There you go.
For the flag dress. Oh, belly flop.
I got something having a slip. Something having a sniff on the small rig.
Oh, I can still send it out as well. The bait's still there. Woohoo.
We've got plenty.
I know.
I've got loads
Talk about
left.
the others.
And I only had a small amount, didn't I?
You'll say yours should have only been a bucket of 20.
Probably got 10 left.
Thing is, if I take them, I can't get fresh seawater in them unless somebody's got a bucket and a row. You got a bucket and a row?
Huh?
You got a bucket and a row?
Bucket in a row.
Yeah. To get some fresh seawater.
Possibly. Yeah, I got both. I got bucket, yeah.
Oh, I might get some fresh seawater then and take them home.
Yeah, you go for it.
Well, you're thinking of going out tomorrow.
Well, I'm umming and ahhing, but I'd rather have the bait at home and not use it than sling it and then want to go.
Yeah.
Thing is, though, you can pop them and
Turn them into blacks, yeah.
Yeah, just freeze them down. Never had much success with doing that with blow lug, but I mean these are yellows.
yeah.
Well, they're a bit of everything really.
Yeah.
There's a bit of low, few blow, a little bit of black, predominantly yellow tails, but a bit of everything. So yeah, I think I will. If we can get some water sorted once Marcus is back out and fishing, I will take him home and hopefully, like I say, if I'm feeling up to it, I might call this session early
That's what I'm going to do now.
and head off home and save a bit of bait in the hope I can go out tomorrow. But the thing that makes me not want to do that is this fish is on the down. It fishes on the ebb.
Yeah, just last this morning.
And there's always just that one more. Maybe it's a cod, maybe I can get another haddock. Either of those I'd be overjoyed with. Don't mind catching whiting, like I say, I've got a small rig on. But I'm pleasure fishing tonight. You'll notice I've not done much in front of the camera tonight because I'm pleasure fishing. I'm having a laugh with Marcus and Gordon. We're giving each other some stick, which probably actually would have made for a good video, but you'd have just been looking at pitch blackness listening to us rib each other. So it wouldn't have made, it made a nice podcast, but it wouldn't have made a good viewing. Oh yeah, that's a bite. Turn you round. Someone's having a go. Which rod is it? Oh, it's the distance rod again. See that? Hopefully you can see that. Keep filming. See if it goes again. Oh, has it gone slack? Oh, yeah. I think I was too early.
Too early again.
Yeah. Felt it take it, went rod in my hand. Nearly pulled rod out my bloody hand. But it must.
Got one on?
Nah. I don't think it fully had it. Unless it's swimming at me. It's not uncommon, but. Nah, it's not there. Oh, it's made a big mess of my rig though. Yeah, it's hit it hard, whatever it was. Might have to change this rig. Ow. I'll get this set back out. Tide has turned, pulling to right now. Jesus.
Right, gentlemen, I'm going over.
You going over at Wall? Okay.
What's the matter?
Marcus is going over the wall.
For what?
I don't know. I think he plans on fishing the down. Oh, that's why you're going over. Go, go, go. Fresh sea water for the vermies. Yeah, the tide's definitely turned, it's pulling to right. Yeah. So that's it, we're over high. We're over high. swap these rods around, put some fresh worms on the flapper rig. Get these defrosted blacks used up. Yeah, well, just bear in mind tide's turned.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Did you say you've no small worm left, Gordon?
I am.
You got some small ones?
Oh look!
No, Marcus says he has. No, it's alright. You're staying.
I've got loads.
They're not little worms.
Fucking know that.
I said, have you got any small worms in there, Gordon? Not ones that make me feel inadequate. To be fair, some of them would make Marcus feel inadequate.
Then he got a bigger bucket than I
Not
did.
that big.
Yeah, Gaz keeps going on about.
I don't know what he's. I don't know why he's so obsessed with your phallus.
I don't know.
Him and Danny.
Yeah. So nearly every comment I'm getting mentioned by Gaz, it's like, what's going on with you? What does a dread reader chat? Every time you lot start talking about figuring cod or something, he starts mentioning me. But I'm like, what?
And you can't blame me. Because I don't talk about your phallus.
No.
Did you just put some of that in your worms?
Yeah.
What's that?
Should have drained some out and put some in.
Nah. You're taking it anyway if I don't use them all.
Oh yeah, you
Those worms there are only good for 6 O's.
Yeah. And not the Chinese 6-0s either.
No, no.
Ross, your outside rod's pinging.
Oh, it is.
Wow. And the lead just, the line just went as well.
Yeah, well, that's what I pulled into last time and it wasn't there. So it can wait. Oh, no wonder I was struggling to get the worms on. I was using the baiting needle upside down.
I've done that. I've even had to cut the tip off my baiting needle because it was so sharp that it kept sticking me in the fingers.
Well, that's why I buy the rounded nose ones from Gemini. Don't like sharp ones. Although
There it goes. There it goes. It went again.
Those carbon fibre ones from Trident are very nice.
And it's, yeah, you've got something on that.
Yeah, it'll be there. If it's hooked, it's hooked.
You got some on?
Yeah, I think so. If it's hooked, it'll be there. If it's not, it won't. Right. I'm going to have to go around the other side now. Don't know if I've enough room down here to cast. whiting as well. Possibility that's not a whiting.
Come on, Gordon, I've caught up with you now.
He's packing now.
Oh, is he?
Down, mate.
Oh,
He's in too much pain. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring that in because whatever's, if there's something on it, it's travelling with it.
yeah.
If there isn't,
I did
it's
say
pulled
it
the
was
lead out.
travelling.
Nah, it's not there.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Bang it away.
It was.
And
But
it-
whatever it was pulled my lead out, so it was travelling.
Yeah, it was
Alright.
travelling.
So I had to bring it in anyway.
Have you tightened the line on that one that you just put down?
No, it'll tighten itself.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, it just went slack.
It'll tighten itself, or it won't tighten. In which case, I'll.
And it's
Tighten it
travelling,
down in a minute.
proper travelling.
Yeah, it will do.
Right under my
Line's
rod now.
slack.
Well, coming under your, where you're reeling in.
It's a loop of line. See?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, somewhat rigged me lead out.
Yeah.
So I knew there
And
wasn't
you got your
fish
own
on it.
leg.
Yeah, yeah.
You have,
I was trying to see where on my line I was, but I'm not that far.
No.
Can you take that slack up for me, Gordon?
I can do, yeah.
Just crank it. I've tightened the line if you want to
Alright.
crank it. That'll do.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Manage it.
Oh, it's cocking a knot.
Oh, you know, it has and all, isn't it?
Oh,
Cut the hook off.
I can't even see the hook to cut it off.
Oh, right.
This is the problem with braid. When it goes wrong, get this up down the line out of it. There we go. That one's that line. Ow! I've got some there,
All right.
but I can't cut anything off at the moment because I can't get to it. Right. Need to slack that line back off again.
Slack that line back off.
Yeah. I'll do. That.
Okay.
That's better. Yeah, I'm just going to work on this, to be honest. The knot's full of worm guts, so in actual fact,
It might come out.
it's
It
pulled
slides
out.
off, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
All good?
Cheers, man. Appreciate that. Yes, thank you, everybody. That was.
You managed it.
Yeah, sorted. I mean, I wouldn't have lost much line. That's
No, I know, but it's beside the
It's
point,
a bit of
isn't
pain
it? I
in the
mean,
arse to bring in.
I haven't tightened your drag down very much.
God, is it really pulling through that hard?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
You in?
Oh, maybe.
I did say it was travelling quite a lot.
I might have dropped it on a fish's head.
You might well have done.
But it did travel quite a lot. You're quite right, Marcus. This has
Might
gone
well
quite
be
a
over
way over.
Marcus.
No, I'm not. I'm away from Marcus.
You got a fish on, have you?
So,
No.
Oh well.
Oh, man. Right. I can stay in for a little bit. It's pulling far too hard at the moment to tidy one out and sort one out. And
I'm going to give this 5 more minutes and then I'm going to get going.
well, I'm going to go past you and send it, but I'll be out way past
Oh
you.
God, yeah. Don't forget that's the one that went right out.
Well, yeah, but yeah, it'll be fine.
In fact, I'm going to bring it in.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
And I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
So even though this is quite a travel for you, you seem to be enjoying it on here quite a lot.
Yeah,
More than to the side.
yeah, I do. Although this hard ground hurts my back a lot.
It does, yeah. I'm with you on that.
This actually feels quite heavy.
Well, don't forget you're pulling against the tide now.
Yeah, I know, but it comes off again. It did go out a fair way.
It did, didn't it?
I didn't realise how far it went out.
I said that to you when you cast it.
Yeah. Nothing on there, but it did go out. Right, that's my lot.
Right, do you want to take your towel? I'll just borrow Marcus's when I need one.
Nah, you're alright. You can do it back next time.
Alright, I might even wash it for you.
Oh, okay. Do you want to take my worm?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll grab my your bucket so I'm not...
I'll take your bucket, I know what you like.
Oh, mate. I just kept forgetting to bring that one.
That's alright.
That one of his.
It is what it is.
Did 3 times on bounce, I just kept forgetting.
You know, I have got it.
Good, that's what it's all about.
So that's the whole idea of it, isn't it?
Yes.
Coming out with friends
Yeah.
and thoroughly enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's been enjoyable. Sorry, mate. I haven't farted, you know.
Oh, no, it's coming over your rod tip.
Yeah, you're alright.
Cheers. Jesus, I can't believe the distance I'm getting on this rod. On fixed spool. Right, see if that pulls itself. That's not actually. Yeah, it's really struggling. Send this back out close. I can go. The old in. Are you in?
Oh, yeah, I'm in.
Cool.
I'm done.
Okay, just stay where you are. Oh, no, my car's in
Yeah,
way.
mate.
No, I was gonna,
Oh, right.
I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
go
I
like
see
that,
what you're
but my
saying,
car's
yeah.
in way.
Yeah, you're okay.
I don't see it fling the bloody.
Yeah. I like them.
I've
I
never
really
set-
do like them.
I've never put the fixed spool on it. I've always used it upside down with multiplier on. But both ways, it just keeps on giving this rod.
Yeah. They are nice rods. For the money,
Yeah.
they're ridiculously good.
I'm glad I've got a pair.
Yeah, same here.
I'm glad I've got a pair. Yeah, you giddy. Oh. All sorted. I'll come back to you, hopefully, when something interesting happens. Right guys, what was the last thing you saw? I think it was a whiting about an hour ago. We're now an hour and a half ish into the ebb. The fishing hasn't really picked up. We're still getting knocks, but it's really ripping through. Marcus has done 2 tides now, so he's packing down. The wind is making it a little bit difficult to fish, so I'm actually going to pack the camera away. And I'm on last cast. I think I've only got maybe about half an hour of fishable water. So as these come in, I'll be packing down. So as always guys, if there is any fish of merit or any fish of note, I'm not going to bother if there's whiting, but if there's anything different, there'll be a photo over my beautiful mug now. Cheers, thanks. Dear God. If I don't make it home tonight, Marcus has done me in, M&H Plumbing. Just threatened to do me in.
Right, if you bring in a cod after I've just packed away in your last cast, like you normally do. I'm only messing.
He says he's only messing. Dial 999, M&H Plumbing. If you don't hear from me again. Or MH Plumbing, sorry, not M&H Plumbing. Yeah, so last cast. I'm going to pack the camera down. I don't even know how well you're going to be able to hear me. I know I do have a mic, but there are limits to what it can keep up with, and I think the 30-mile-an-hour winds are rolling in. There is a storm forecast over the next few days, so that's kind of why I'm not sure if I'm going to make it out to a beach tomorrow. Because if this weather does pick up as forecast, it's just not going to be fishable. Yeah, I'm going to call it there. This probably actually will come together to be quite a short video. I do look forward to being able to film and being able to show the scenery and being able to show the beaches and the nice weather and that kind of thing again, but we're a long way away from that just yet. So, but you guys like the wall videos, and I like doing them for you. It's simple, straightforward fishing. It's nice, it's comfortable. I do miss sand under my feet, but you know what? It is really nice, and we've had a really nice cook. We've had a couple of cook-ups tonight. I turned up, Gordon knocked me up a bacon butty, I brought some burgers. We had a couple of burgers like early on, so we had a bit of tea.
Bacon butty?
Yeah, we've had bacon butties. We've had a packet of crisps, a huge packet of crisps. I'm still eating the packet of crisps. I've had 3 attempts at it so far. Big bag of what's-its.
Well, you didn't do it this time, did you?
What?
What's it fishing?
No, I did say I was going to put a what's-it on a hook, but in all fairness, I decided against it because they dissolve in minutes, don't they?
You did it with a gummy there.
But yeah, we're going to have another fishing session where I put some novelty baits on.
Haribo next.
Well, it was an Haribo gummy bear last time, wasn't it? It was a gold bear.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah.
So I have to try something else. I don't know. Come up with something. Actually, I'm watching something quite interesting from the guys over in America, fishing with marshmallows for catfish. So I might give that a try. Not for catfish, but I might,
Marshmallows sound alright.
yeah. Apparently, there's a lot of scent in them, and if you get the jet puffed ones, I believe they've got fish collagen in them. Oh, well, that makes a difference.
Fish with a Twinkie.
I ain't fishing with a Twinkie. You know how much we pay for Twinkies in this country? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's pretty much all they're good for, but I was just about to say I ain't putting something on my hook that cost me £2, but I've done that with peeler crab.
Yeah.
So,
Peeler crabs is gonna work.
Well, yeah, there's distinctly more chance of a peeler crab working than a Twinkie.
If you ever caught on a Twinkie, I'll be pissed. Having a vehicle I can trust now, I'm hoping to be able to get sort of Marcus and I out
north, south, east, west, you know, try and do a bit more, where I'm not, you know, not reliant on charity from other people, which doesn't sit well with me.
Not bothered.
But B, being able to, you know, repay some of that charity now.
You know me.
I know you, but I just swear I just heard. Swear I just heard a dog run past.
No. You just have to put on the crab footworld.
Well, yeah, but you know, that is what it is. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop waffling on. Don't forget, do help me out. It does help me out. Liking and sharing, commenting down below, and subscribing if you're not subscribed. It is free. Until next time, stay safe, tight lines, and I'll see you later.